Here's a Head Teacher's Update, and today I want to talk about developing independence in children. Now, this is something I've been thinking about a lot recently. I've been working in schools for a long time now, and one thing that's very clear is that getting independence right is about balance. There's a kind of a Goldilocks zone. At one end, we sometimes see children being helped with everything, adults wrapping them up in a protective blanket, doing tasks for them throughout the day. That always comes from a place of love and care, but if it goes too far, it can become unhelpful. Children don't get the chance to develop independence, resilience, or perseverance because everything is done for them. At the other end, there's expecting children to do too much too soon, things that aren't really age appropriate, and that can be emotionally very difficult for children too. They are still young and they do need support. So it's about finding that middle ground, watching, supporting, but also allowing children the space to grow and to have a go, even when it's not perfect. Because things will always go wrong, and that's part of learning. It's also important to recognise that part of parenting is knowing with love when to gently move children on to that next stage, even if they might resist at first. We sometimes see these things with dummies. They can be comforting for children, but as children get older, prolonged use can affect speech development and confidence in communication. That's why many families introduce the dummy fairy who visits to collect up dummies before children start nursery, and it's a positive way of helping them move on. Those moments aren't always easy, but they're important. It's also important to give time. The first few times a child does something independently, it will take longer than you expect, and that's completely normal. But as I was always told growing up, a stitch in time saves 9. That investment early on really matters. And one thing I've noticed, particularly in recent years, is that some children arriving at school less prepared for these everyday skills. Simple things like coats on, fastening zips, getting dressed, managing the toilet, tying laces, washing hands, eating a meal, getting things out, putting them away again, walking to school, even having the space to finish a sentence by themselves. These are all basic skills that should begin at home before children start school. In school, we build on these, but we can't replace that early teaching, essential early teaching at home. And it does raise an important question, is life just getting busier now? Or have some of those important life skills become less of a focus over time? Whatever the reason, it's something we all do need to be mindful of, because these early habits matter. And they don't come from formal teaching, they come from everyday life, from play, from conversation, from taking turns, from giving children the opportunity to try things for themselves. Sometimes that will be slower, sometimes it will be messier, but it's how children learn. There'll be moments when children say, I can't do it. And often what they really mean is, I'm just not used to doing this by myself yet. And that's where the encouragement really matters. Not stepping in straight away, but saying, have a go. I'll help you start. You're nearly there. And recognising those small steps, because independence isn't just about doing things, it's about building confidence. And when children develop that confidence, they are much better prepared for school and for life beyond it. Have a great week.